Every community has a beginning. For Arden Hills, that story starts long before roads, neighborhoods, or city boundaries. The landscape itself was formed more than 10,000 years ago as glaciers retreated, leaving behind majestic features. Long before European settlement, the Dakota people lived, hunted, and traveled throughout this area, drawn by the rich and abundant natural resources. The area is home to 8 lakes, along with countless wetlands and ponds. Before Arden Hills became its own city, it was part of Moundsview Township, a much larger community that once included what are now Arden Hills, Shoreview, New Brighton, Moundsview, and portions of North Oaks and St. Anthony. On February 14, 1951, Arden Hills officially incorporated after the neighboring village of New Brighton sought to annex the area. As new settlers arrived in the mid-1800s, several families left a lasting mark on the landscape, and many of their names can still be found on parks, lakes, roads, and neighborhoods today. The Farrell family owned hundreds of acres, which they later donated for what became St. John the Baptist Catholic Church. Another early pioneer was Charles Perry, who arrived in 1849 and established a farm near what is now Lake Johanna. Perry, along with his son William, became well-known members of the community. At one point, they even operated Perry's Beach on the shores of Lake Johanna. Today, Perry Park carries his name, preserving the legacy of one of the area's earliest settlers. No history of Arden Hills can be told without the Twin Cities Army Ammunition Plant. In 1941, more than 2,300 acres of farmland were acquired to build the Twin Cities Ordnance Plant for World War II. At its peak, the plant employed as many as 26,000 workers and operated like a small city. Following the war, the site continued supporting national defense for decades before manufacturing operations ended in 1976. In 2013, Ramsey County purchased 427 acres of the TCAP property from the federal government to complete the environmental remediation and worked with the city of Arden Hills to redevelop and restore the property as the economic engine it once was, which was renamed Rice Creek Commons. Today, this once bustling military installation is being reimagined as a vibrant mixed-use community with homes, businesses, retail, parks, trails, and public spaces, continuing its legacy as an economic engine for Arden Hills and the region. As TCAP influenced the north, neighborhoods transformed the rest of Arden Hills. More than 1,000 housing units were built between 1965 and 1975, bringing schools, parks, and community services. The Winnicky family farm, established in 1910, is the oldest remaining farm in the city. While much of the farm was lost to the construction of Interstate 694, the remaining farmstead serves as a reminder of Arden Hills' agricultural roots. As Arden Hills continued to grow, so did the institutions that helped define the community. One of the earliest was Nazareth Hall, an impressive preparatory seminary constructed between 1921 and 1923. For nearly 50 years, it educated young men studying for the priesthood before closing in 1970. The campus found new life when the University of Northwestern St. Paul relocated from Minneapolis, preserving one of Arden Hills' most recognizable landmarks. Higher education continued to shape the community as Bethel Seminary relocated to Arden Hills in 1965, later expanding to become Bethel University. Education at Arden Hills extends beyond college campuses. Moundsview High School has been a cornerstone of the community for generations. Together, these institutions have educated generations of students while strengthening the city's sense of community. Arden Hills' location is one of the greatest strengths, with excellent highway access attracting employers, including Land O'Lakes and Boston Scientific, in addition to local favorites like Lindy's Prime Steakhouse, Flaherty's Arden Bowl, and Welsh's Big Ten Tavern. Throughout its history, Arden Hills has remained connected to its parks, lakes, and trails. Today, 8 lakes, 16 parks, and more than 22 miles of trails provide places where neighbors gather and families create lasting memories. As Arden Hills celebrates its 75th anniversary, projects like Rice Creek Commons reflect the city's commitment to thoughtful growth while preserving the qualities that make it unique. For 75 years, Arden Hills has been shaped by its land and the people who call it home. Many of these places also connect residents to Arden Hills' past. Trails and green spaces near the former Twin Cities Army ammunition plant demonstrate how land once dedicated to wartime production has been restored and reimagined for future generations. What began as rolling farmland and lakes has grown into a vibrant city of welcoming neighborhoods, thriving businesses, outstanding schools, and beautiful parks. Major employers, higher education institutions, and locally owned businesses all contribute to a community that is both economically strong and deeply connected. As we celebrate the city's 75th anniversary, we also celebrate the peoples whose vision, dedication, and pride have shaped Arden Hills into the place it is today. And while we honor the past, we know the story isn't finished. The next chapter is already being written. This is Arden Hills, a city shaped by its land, strengthened by its people, and inspired by its future.